Good morning. We here.
Man, we here, man. We here.
How's everything?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I was on the wake up list to do the show with you again. Get this week 15 going. Let's get it. Let's jump into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, First of all, of course, we got the jerseys. I see you got on your Bills. Let me guess. You got on OJ because you think the Bills gonna kill him.
No, man, I got on one of the best they ever had, Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly, Super Bowl.
All right. The gunslinger from the USFL to the NFL.
Yeah.
Gunslinger.
University of Miami, Hurricanes.
All right. Good ball player, really good ball player. Nothing wrong with Jim Kelly. I had to throw the LJ joke in there. I'm sorry. For those who were sensitive side out there, I apologize. But that's a really good joke. I like that. So that's a good joke.
Send your code, send your complaints to Kamau Williams.
I'll take them. I'll be gladly take them. I got on our Love and Stuff shirt. So, of course, we throw the QR code up there. So if you're interested in getting this shirt or any of our other, let's see. Let me get the Love and Stuff one up here first. Let's see. I just had it in front of me. That's what happens when you make jokes and lose your. Let's do the sports first. That's ours. The one. Let's see here. I got that shirt over here, but you can get it in the shirt. You can get it in the hoodie. Let's see here. Where's the one for this? The Love and Stuff. I know it's up here somewhere. I'll find it. But we're gonna keep moving forward. Let's see. Our topic of the week is brought to you by who? By you, our people who watch us every week and vote. The college football playoff. Did the committee get it right? What'd you think, sir? The 12 people that they chose, did they get it right?
They ain't get it right. Get it right.
Who should have been there that wasn't there?
Well, see, they said strength of schedule, right? So if you're gonna go strength of schedule, then take out them bull crap games like the Citadel and all that other stuff, right? But did they get it right? A lot of people gonna say no because no playoffs without Alabama, right? But Alabama had 3 losses, right? And then who the newcomer to the party? You know what I'm saying? What's the name? What's the team? I forget the name of the team.
Arizona State new?
Huh?
Arizona State?
No, it wasn't Arizona State. It was some
State?
SMU. But SMU won, you know what I'm saying? They
got an at-large.
Right. But that's the new person to the dance, right? SMU would be a new person to the dance. Arizona State would be somebody new to the dance. All I'm saying is I don't see this going nowhere because, for one, the longevity, right? Okay, right now they got a month off before they play again. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is when you bring them out and you start to factor the elements, you're going to see a lot of these kids not playing, right? Because think about it. Right now, you wouldn't be playing. You will be getting ready for your bowl game, and the national championship is not going to be till January 20th. Mm-hmm. Can you, even though that's going to be in a substantial kind of warm climate, if you Ohio State, you playing in Columbus in the middle of December, you usually ain't playing. You're getting ready for your bowl game, and you're about to play in the brave elements. You're not going to see no passes downfield. So I think you're going to see a lot of players opting out.
I don't think so. And here's why. When Deion said, my boys ain't opting out, we ain't doing that around here, I think that sent a lot of shockwaves around the country to players saying, hey, I'm going to need to stick around now. I need to go ahead and play in these games. I know I'm trying to make it to the league and my stock was, should be where it should be. But I think a lot of them are going to go ahead and play now, where last year that wasn't the case. I think that makes a change. And I think they got it right. Here's why. They had to pick 12, and that's 12 they got. So, no more Alabama for the first time in forever. SMU got the at-large. I like that. And it's a bunch of trap games automatically. It's Clemson going to Texas, going down to Austin. trap game. Tennessee going up to Ohio State, trap game. Penn State playing against the gunslinger, trap game. Notre Dame, Indiana is the biggest trap game out of all of them. They set those games up for great viewership. They set those games up for both teams to have a good opportunity to win those games. If it's anybody who may not just looking at them initially, you would think that SMU would have the least biggest chance. They got just as good a chance as anybody else in winning those games. I really see Indiana beating Notre Dame. I really do.
You know what? That is kind of hard because they both in Indiana. Notre Dame is in South Bend, Indiana. Indiana is Bloomington, Indiana. That's not too far of a travel distance. But once again, you're not playing in December. Them elements, when you can only blow your hands and put your hands down your pants for so long. We both played the game. That is only gonna keep you warm for so long.
Yep.
You can wear, wearing the stockings and all that to keep up under you. That's only gonna keep you warm for so long, especially if you're not playing, right? Yep. But if you're playing and you're on defense, you got eventually it's going that you wrapping up somebody in them elements and taking them to the ground, and that ground hard too. Woo! So that's what I'm saying. I can't. I see a lot of these, like Will Johnson from Michigan. He bagged out. Grant Mason, he bagged out. I can see a lot of these kids like, nah, man, I'm not going out there, man. It's too cold.
That's different. Those lower bowl games, yeah, I can see them opting out of them. These playoff games, them kids gonna play.
I beg to differ, man, because it's cold. It's cold, man. And your NIL deals, and man, you catch pneumonia. That ball coming that much harder in the wind. Nah, man, I can't. I don't see it. Like the kid from Miami that plays for Ohio State, the Smith. He not used to that.
Well, to me, if I'm an NFL GM and I'm gonna draft you, and you say you don't want to play because it's cold, well, you don't want to come play for me because you never know what we're gonna play if we're gonna make it to January.
Well, if you a GM in Miami,
you opt out of that too.
Or you a GM in Jacksonville, sure. But if you a GM in Pittsburgh, no.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or you a GM in Cleveland, no. I'm not even trying to.
Even if you in Miami, you in the AFC North or South, you still got to go to Buffalo to play. You got to go to New England to play.
They also have to come to me to play. So that's fine.
So for 2-3 games a season, you're gonna opt out. You're gonna have a bad ankle that game. We're gonna put you on the injury reserve list.
I mean, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, we talking about high school kids transitioning to grown college men. They probably didn't even play in these type of conditions in high school. Yeah, are you asking this 21, 22-year-old that's supposed to be NFL bound to get out there in the late December, early January, and still get up and go to class and all that? Nah, man,
That's your job. You're being paid to do this now.
You get paid to do it now, but you read it before.
That's right. But now you got to suck it up. Put the Tiger Balm and mix it with the Vaseline. Put it on.
And you only put your hands down your pants.
God, your hand warmers and your gloves. You're good.
Yeah, till you got to start catching it.
But them gloves they got nowadays, they already insulated.
Yeah, like I said, but okay, think about it. In December, late January, they're getting conditioned for spring ball. They're not hitting. They're not. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna see a lot of good to it, but you're gonna see a lot of bad to it too. That's my belief.
I don't doubt it. But that's why you play the game. You got to get out there.
Absolutely. Michael always said that.
Ohio State, I know they got an indoor facility for practice, but they can go right on outside around the corner to Tennessee. Same thing. It's already cold in Tennessee. SMU, it's been chilly down here. Penn State, they used to playing in the whiteout in the snow, and at home. Indiana, Notre Dame, both of those teams have open air stadiums. All of those teams have open air stadiums. Right. So Georgia, they lucky they get to stay home. Boise State, they got a home game. You got to go to the blue. You got to go play on the blue field. So it's a setup. Oregon is going to be it get cold up there too. Arizona State, the only one that's in the warm that's going to be in the warmest climate. Honestly, if I had to pick a team to win it all right now, I'd put my money on Arizona State. We're going to get Felix back. Good morning, Mr. Stephen Harris. Good morning to you, sir. You say you can't wait to see Tennessee plant the flag in Columbus. It's a very real possibility, especially a reason why I would go with Columbus right now is because it's in Columbus. And if it was in Tennessee, that Tennessee curse would catch up to Ohio State. And I also that was the point I was going to make. If I were college, NIL deals will come with playing in the bowl. You definitely got to, if you're playing, if you on my team, you got to go ahead and your NIL requirement would be that you have to play in the bowl game. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
Hey, man, it's blow my nose.
Gremlins was being tough today. The Gremlins, the internet Gremlins want to start some trouble, but that's all right. We got it today. We got it today. I'm very interested in this college playoff. They should have went to 16 teams. They got to 12. It's not like they don't have the money to do it, but it's a beautiful thing. What I was saying, Arizona State is the only team out of the 12 who will be playing in a warmer climate. It's Tempe. I think Arizona State is in Tempe. If I remember correctly, they have their own open air stadium at home. It's still pretty warm in Arizona. Other than that, everybody else gonna be playing in the cold. Peach Bowl, let's see, Peach Bowl warm, Rose Bowl warm, Fiesta Bowl warm, the Sugar Bowl. So when they get to the next level, all those games are indoor. No, I'm sorry, Fiesta and Rose Bowl outdoor, but they're still in warm weather climates. Cotton Bowl warm, Capital Orange Bowl outdoor warm. Well, they're gonna play it at the Dome, but both are dome games. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but they play in the championship is at is that in New Orleans this year?
Yeah, so that would be the Mercedes-Benz. No, that's Atlanta. So that would be the Superdome where the Saints play. So that's inside.
That's inside. So you got to win.
But that's what like we were saying. That's not till the 20th. That's a long time. So okay, wait. I got another question. So it's just a repeated thing every week once it get to going.
Well, okay. The first game is the 20th. Then the next one's on the 21st. So Notre Dame, Indiana is on Friday night, and then the next three is the 21st. And then the next games are on. Then you got one game on New Year's Eve, and the next three on New Year's Day, and then the following week, the 9th and the 10th, and then the 20th. So
they basically only get like a week off, right?
If you don't get the bye, yes. If you don't get the bye.
But if you get a bye, then you get a week off, and then you go back. But if you don't get a bye, you just keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's gone. And then that's going to run right into well, it's already running into basketball season. Well, so imagine if you got a basketball player that plays football too.
Well, they don't have too many of those anymore. They don't allow.
Yeah, like with Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward played basketball for Florida State, and he also was a quarterback of the football team.
Yeah, so you don't see that very often anymore.
Yeah, you don't see that.
He made a smart decision to go play for the Knicks, made more money, extended his career. That was a very smart decision on his part.
Now I have to disagree, man, because I think he was the catalyst as far as the running quarterback. I wasn't a Charlie Ward fan. Now let's start there. I thought he was okay. I said some people out here who beg to differ. Yes, he won the Heisman. Yes, they cheated and won the national, like Michigan. Yes, all the scandals and everything. So I get it. But I still feel he set the tone for Michael Vick. He set the tone for these running quarterbacks that you see now today, because Charlie Ward, to me, it was Charlie Ward, Major Harris, Darian Hagan, Sean Moore, at Virginia when Herman Moore was who the Lions drafted. These were the running, because it was like you couldn't win with them type of quarterbacks. And then they showed you could. So I couldn't also making the right point. NFL teams, nobody gave this man a shot. That was crazy.
But you're saying it exactly right. That was that era. during that era, they weren't taking quarterbacks running that type of an offense in college. That was still the college thing. You see, they made the change now in the NFL. The NFL, in a lot of ways, is a 7-on-7 league because they made the change over time. Once they realized these kids don't even get on the center, they don't even get on the center no more.
Right.
Most of them, I'm not saying they don't know how to take a snap, but they really don't do that anymore. So it's just the evolution of the game. He knew at that point, if I go, they're gonna try and make me a cornerback or a wide receiver. So let me go ahead, or they're gonna do me like Slash.
They did Cordell Stewart like that.
They're gonna do me like Slash. So let me go over here where I can maximize my abilities. So I think that was a great thing for them. That was a great thing. Don't worry, Steve. We get into the Michigan, Alabama. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. That's coming. That's coming. All right, let's talk about a little bit of. Let's see here. Let me get to my captions. I forgot to put the topic of the week. We're gonna leave that for a second, but we're gonna jump to the NFL. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk college. We're gonna talk college first. Who's gonna win the Heisman Trophy? Who's gonna win? We got Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, Dylan Gabriel, and Cam Moore. We have two quarterbacks, a running back, and a defensive back / wide receiver. Who you think will win out that group?
Travis Hunter gonna win it, but I think it was Travis Hunter was going to win it. I think it was a disinvite or a distaste to not invite Shador. But then I guess why invite him if he wasn't gonna win it, right? Because you would have had two from one school, right? I don't think I've ever seen that. I could be wrong, but I in my years of watching the Heisman, I don't think I've ever seen two from the same school.
Yep.
With that being said, I mean, I for him to take the shot that he took at Dylan Gabriel, I mean, get out your feelings, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Get out. Huh?
Wasn't necessary.
Right, but I get it. You and your feelings. You like, I had more yards, I had more touchdowns than Dylan Gabriel. And Oregon's undefeated.
Yep.
And you're not. So, I mean, get out your feelings, Shador.
He's still going to get drafted high. He's probably going to get drafted up above him.
He probably going to go to the Giants. Because they caught a glimpse. I seen last night, they caught a glimpse on SportsCenter. It was him and Neighbors was out there in Times Square throwing the ball together.
Okay.
And they were like, well, we do own the number one pick. But see, that's the thing. Can Shador handle that? See, Colorado was nobody. Jackson State was every step, every venture you take in this career path the stage is gonna get bigger. Mm-hmm. You went from Jackson State, which was a Division II or whatever, Division I, and then you went to Colorado. That program was toilet. Yeah, your dad reinvented it and they upgraded it and all this. But let's be real, Deion don't even know half the roster. If you asked him 12 players off the top of his head, he could only tell you Shador, Travis Hunter, and Shiloh. He couldn't tell you 9 other players. So okay, I get it. You turned Colorado around, but let's not forget Bill McCartney. He won a national with Colorado. You know what I'm saying? What's the guy? Neuheiser. He came. Colorado was okay, but they won national promise.
Everybody has a cycle.
Everybody has a cycle, correct. So your dad, when you get to the Giants, that's toilet water. That's a lot of pressure that they're gonna put on you. You're gonna be just like Aaron is in the Jets with the Jets. Because they're gonna think, okay, we didn't draft him, we didn't make this kid number one. Okay. It's gonna really paint a big picture because of the name you got on the back of that jersey. Sanders. Your dad was all world. Baseball, football, the whole nine. They're gonna be expecting that from you. Cause you got rid of Danny Dimes. The Vito kid is trash. They don't even believe in Drew Lock. If they handed you the keys to the Ferrari, what you gonna do?
But the question is, will he get good enough training to speak with the what's the word I'm looking for? He's going to have to lean on his publicist to get good training to speak to the good media training. They're gonna really have
But
to
we
grow
already
him.
got that because he trained with Tom.
I'm saying media training. If he sit down with Tom, whoever he sit down with, going to New York is the
Tom
toughest
Brady.
market.
He Tom Brady, he was working out with Tom Brady. So I'm sure besides the football aspect, I'm sure Tom taught or spoke or they had discussions on how to approach the media. Because you always think about it. If you got 12 reporters in one room asking you questions, right? Out of that 12, 2 of them gonna be idiots.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're gonna get them ignorant questions, right? Like, I don't know if you've seen the clip with Mike Tomlin. They asked Mike Tomlin, will he entertain Antonio Brown coming back? And he was like, Antonio Brown said for free. All right. So he was like, Antonio Brown will play for free. And I'm like, dog.
He couldn't left.
I still say it to this day. Von's perfect from the Bengals. He should have went and got his head checked. Like the commercial say, go get your melon checked. He should have went and got his melon checked. Because he has never been right after that hit.
What movie is that? Remember the Titans? I got my cat scanned.
Nah, that was Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues. I got my cat scanned.
Yeah, my cat scanned.
Yeah. So yeah. It's I don't know if New York is the place for him, but we'll see. We're gonna see once they go. Once they get to Indianapolis and once they go from there to draft, we gonna see. We gonna see. Just like we talked about Caleb going to Chicago, was that the right move? Honestly,
no.
Honestly, if they put anybody with the right coach and the right system can be okay.
But he's not that good. That's the thing. He is not good, man. He's okay. He's not good.
Caleb he's okay. Should he have been going to Chicago? No, they should have left the quarterback they had there and got him a better coach. They should have fired that coach long before that. And brought in somebody. Even that's who they should have got rid of. They should have got rid of GM and the coach long before they got rid of that quarterback. They had the right quarterback. And then they brought put the receivers way too late. But that's another story for another day. Right. All right. We're gonna give our predictions later on the Heisman. As always, I always look at it who's gonna win, who should win. I'm gonna give my should. Ashton Jeanty should win it, but he's not. But I'm gonna give my actual prediction later on. Ashton Jeanty, the running back from Boise State, he should win it, but he's not. He's not gonna win it. All right, we're gonna jump into the NFL. And NFL, we got the game of the week. Can you believe it? The Lions and Bills are the game of the week. The 4:25 game. All eyes on the city shirt they putting in. I posted the video and I'm putting the lion in the middle of the field, all in black. They outlining the end zone of the Lions in black. They putting up all the banners around everything. The team's wearing black. Woo! Can they live up to the hype? What you think?
No. I just gotta look, man. Before I came on the show, man, I just got off the phone with Josh. And Josh told me, this is what Josh told me. Josh told me, man, ain't got nothing to worry about. I say, man, hold on now. Hold on. Because I thought you was going to take care of Matt and them last week. He said, that's what we did. We lost to them on purpose so we could get ready for these guys. I said, okay. He told me ain't got nothing to worry about. And Josh, I trust. So there you go.
Okay. All right. I am honestly afraid of this game as a Lions fan.
As you should.
One, because we've been playing football a bit too close to the cuff over the last 4 weeks. But of course, every week is different. Every team gonna give you their best when you're the quote unquote best in the league. So that's one factor to it. Two, I remember that 2 years ago, the Thanksgiving game, when the Lions were they got some calls against them. Now you were the hunter, now you're the hunted. And Buffalo has been used to be the hunter and the hunted. So how are we going to respond as a team? That I don't know. So that does worry me. That game really does worry me. It really, really, really does. It does worry me. So hopefully we can.
And the odds really don't play in your favor. The only thing that really play in your favor is that you home. Because if you was out there, forget it. Forget about it.
Forget it. You forget it.
Forget about
You
it.
got to go out there.
Three magic beans. Yeah, he don't know what he doing. But like I said, I sit back and like I say, like they say, you say you don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. When they say they want problems, no problem. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, until you get a coach, you're not going nowhere with this guy, man. This guy, he gonna keep taking you to the door, and he gonna open the door up. Nah, we can't go in. Not this time. We can't go. They're gonna be equivalent to San Fran going to the Super Bowl and not winning it. Although he's never going to get you to the Super Bowl. He'll get you close, but you're never going to go.
Yeah, you said it. That's my term, three magic beans. And I know people was we posted that thing about Rob, the sports writer Rob. I forget his last name. When we talked, he said that the coach is a bad coach. I wouldn't call him a bad coach. I just think that he makes bad decisions at the wrong time. You can't be 12-1 and be a bad coach.
Rob Parker.
You can't be a bad coach and get him away and do what he's done. I just think that sometimes you got to listen to your staff.
He overdoes it. You went for it. Your last game, you went for it 5 times on 4th and 2, 4th and 1, whatever. Out of the 5, you got it 4. And you say, "Oh yeah, we ready for this. They know we going forward and all this." You say, "What?"
The one time you didn't get it, cost you 7 points, and that's the thing. That's what I worry about. When you do it, you on your 30-yard line going the other way, and you go for it on 4th down. That's trouble. That's a lot of trouble. That don't make no sense.
Sure, it does. That's 3. What'd you say? 3 magic. 3. Okay. At the end of the day, we all are human, correct? At the end of the day, you live and you learn, correct? At the end of the day, yes, he has them playing out of their mind. Because now it's, Hutch might be back. If we can get to the game before the Super Bowl, who's this? Okay, who's this? Here we go. This is what I want you Lions fans. That's why I say y'all live in fantasy island. Y'all in the Michigan fan. Y'all don't live in reality. You get him back. Let's just say he do come back. Miraculously. God heals him in a miraculous way. What's to say he going to take the field? He might be like, I'm straight. Or what's to say you put him out there before he supposed to come back. And he hurts himself again worse than what he did before. Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. But see, they all we gotta do is get to the Super Bowl and we get Hutch back. It's an old saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I think that, as a former player, you're gonna do everything you can to do your best to get back out there. That's who you are. That's your mentality.
Correct.
But that injury that he had was a serious, substantial injury. For him to come back quickly like that, I don't know if that's wise long term.
Correct. Because we can agree to disagree. The NFL is what? A violent sport. You got what? 30 players out there. What about that one left guard that say, you know what? Let's see how good his knee really is and go straight for his. I mean, we have seen it done. So this is nothing new.
Yeah, that's the mentality. If you want to be out here? You sure? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try this leg. Let me go ahead and twist you a little bit to see if it's there.
Right. And then while you're down on the ground, they punching you in the leg because the refs can't see it, or they laying their weight. A 350-pound person falling on your leg, momentum.
Yep.
Come on, man. So
I agree.
It's it.
All right, Stephen Harris said Lions are getting healthy. Watch Sonic and Knuckles are going to explode tomorrow. The mentality puts that pressure on the defense. He's talking about the coach. He's true to himself. I agree, but I agree that he is true to himself. But I don't know if I agree with the fact that he should continue to make those decisions long term. Smith is doing a great job at placing Hutch, and yes, he is. He is doing a good job right now. The schemes of the defense are allowing him to make the plays that he's making in conjunction with the rest of the players. Plus the guy that they brought in, the energy that he has with the team, that mixes in very well, very, very well. All right, we want to make sure we send our thoughts and prayers and shout out to Randy Moss. He made it official. He has liver cancer. I was speculating that he might have had prostate, but that's not what it was. So we want to send his prayers out. He put out a live yesterday. It was about 30 minutes where he went through and explained everything, giving credit to his doctors and talked about the things that he went through. So let's keep our thoughts and prayers with Randy Moss, and hope that all be well for him. All will be well for him long term. Lions, of course, he should have drafted him instead of that guy from Tennessee.
I told you, man. They took the best player available.
I agree. They did. The best player available for them, not the best player available in the draft. They took the best available.
Okay, so you were going to draft Randy Moss when you already was building your receiving core around Herman Moore.
You want to inject some youth. Herman Moore was at the end of his career at that point.
Okay, you still had Johnny Morton.
Johnny Morton in big games. Johnny Morton couldn't catch a cold in an ice storm.
Okay, you still had what was the other receiver? What was my man's name? Number 82. I forget his name. You still had
generational talent. We've had this argument. We can't rehash this argument. You got to bring in generational talent. We gonna leave it. We gonna leave it. I'm not saying I want to have the last word. It's that we can keep arguing about this because I already know where you're going. It's a setup in there for your.
Oh no, I wouldn't set you. It's Christmas time, sir. I wouldn't set you.
You can't even lie with a straight face.
All I'm saying is I can't think of my man's name. No, it was just so much. You had Brett Perriman.
I'm not saying you didn't. What I'm saying is bring in a generational talent when you can.
You did. Terry Ferry. He won a national championship. Do you know who they beat for that national championship?
I almost said something stupid.
There's nothing said stupid on this show, sir.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who they beat for that national championship?
What was it? Miami or somebody like that?
Florida State. You know who won the Heisman that year?
Who's that?
Chris Winkie.
That's right. Chris Winkie, yeah.
Number one quarterback. Chris Winkie got drafted by, you want to know who? Carolina Panthers.
He was there for a couple of cups of coffee.
But that's what I'm saying. They beat Florida. They beat Bobby Bowden of Florida State.
Yeah. Before Bobby Bowden, he still has all the faculties.
Significance behind that?
Bobby Bowden still has all the faculties. All right. Before we get out of here, we got to make sure we mention the fact that Michigan will be playing against Alabama in the 2024 Rely Quest Bowl and a championship in a college football playoff rematch for two teams who did not have the season that they expected or anybody else expected. I kind of expected that Michigan was going to have a team.
Thought Michigan was going to go 5-7.
I think they will be right about where they were. I thought they maybe had one or two more wins, but you know they figured it out. They beat Ohio State, so they had that their season. That was their season. So they're gonna go to Alabama, and we're gonna see if Alabama gonna go ahead and open up the playbook. Alabama played Georgia, you know, to the tilt. They beat Georgia. They beat Georgia. So
Georgia almost came back though.
Georgia almost came back. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. All right, don't forget to click like, click share, let everybody know we are on the internets again. Get the book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day by one, Mr. Marcus Home. The TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook gentlemen who will teach you how to get a job. You know how you gonna do it? You got to lean in. Why am I leaning? Because that's what he do. He tell you to lean in so he can tell you what to do. He gonna tell you what to do, how to answer the right questions, how to dress, how to prepare yourself for the interview, how to be prepared to get the job that you want. If you got questions about your resume, contact this young man. He gonna get you right. He gonna get you together. You're right, Stevie. great year. Beat MSU, beat OSU, still the reign. They still the reigning champions until January 20th. They're the national champions until January 20th.
Really, he really pulled that card.
They technically yes.
Technically, no.
Champion is Oregon.
Technically,
Oregon
no.
So technically,
I ain't a reigning champion. You got 5 losses. You're not even playing. You're not even in the playoffs. All right, that's once again back to my initial point. They live in fantasy island. Reality, no, you're not. Oh my God. You know what, man? My head is starting to hurt. Let me give me some of this vape, man. My head is hurting.
Got to clear your pores. Got to clear your pores.
They live in fantasy island, man. Them, the Cowboys, Notre Dame, they live in fantasy island. They're blind, boss. They're blind.
Everybody Billy shares. He's out on the dock bringing in the water plane.
Yeah, he used to be bringing in the women. He'd be like, tattoo. They're blind, boss. Be blind.
Yeah. In the white suit. I always thought to this day I want me a white suit. Why? Just because of the two of them.
White suit with the black tie, with the white shirt.
That's right. I'm gonna get me one.
Hey man, I see them. I see them every first Sunday at Dexter Avenue. That's what they serve communion in. Hey, I'm just being honest, man.
Do they march in too? Do they still march in with the gloves?
Yeah, they had the white gloves on. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, Lord. I know that's not nice.
Yeah, I don't know why you playing. Hey, send your complaints to Kamau Williams, Kara Loving Stuff Sports Talk.
That's right. I'll take it. All right, let's move into the NBA. We got the Pistons. After last week, are 10-16. They went 1-1. They are now
terrible.
They're still in 11th place. They are 1-1 since last week. They are 12 games behind the Cavaliers, and technically right now they wouldn't make the playoffs, but you never know. There's still time left. We're coming up on the All-Star break soon. Cade Cunningham will probably be the one representative for the Pistons if he's healthy. You know, he has a habit of if he's healthy.
Right.
You drafted a player who's good, but on any given day, there's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him.
I don't even think it's so much there's something wrong with him. I just think frustration leads to not determination, right? Why go out here and I know we about to get blue. The other night, that Boston, they just quit. And Tatum didn't even play. Y'all just let Jaylen Brown do whatever he wanted. Okay, if you go back and you get a chance to look at the clip, it's a part in the TD Gardens. My man pulled from the D in the TD Garden and hit it all net. Pritchard. I was like, see, this is what I'm saying. And it's not a knock at it's not a knock at the coach because this is first year. He got to gel the nucleus and all that. But show some effort, man. That's some stuff. When Pritchard shot, that's what you shoot in warm-ups, or you shoot around, or you shoot at practice. Yep. He felt that comfortable to just pull that. No contest.
You said when the team quit. When the team quit, and they're not playing no defense, they playing Olay defense.
Right, and that's what I think. That's where I think the frustration with Cade is. Man, let me just go on out here and lace these up. So it's like in Varsity Blues. When he was sitting next to my man at the locker, he's like, 4 more games. And Paul Walker was like, hang in there, man. You're doing fine. That's how I look at Cade. Like, okay, 27 more games. All right. All-Star break will be here in a minute. Okay.
I'm gonna leave Cade alone this week. He's a good player.
No, he's not.
I still think they should draft the kid out of Houston. You look at Houston right now.
Don't do that.
You can segue into the NBA Emirates Cup. They in the top 4. They play against the Thunder. Was it tomorrow?
Tonight
they play tonight. The Bucks play the Hawks and the Thunder play the Rockets. The championship is on the 17th. You make that difference. You make 2 different changes. You bring in a coach a year early, better coach. I was in favor of them bringing in that coach. It just didn't work out. And you draft the guy that went to Houston, over Cade.
Jaden Green.
Jaden Green. I wanted Green. We both wanted Green. I never said that Cade is a bad player. I just still to this day, Cade can score. He's not going to win for you. He's a complimentary player. He's going to put up 25. He's going to get you 8 or 9 assists. He's going to get you 4 or 5 rebounds. That's what he do.
But as far as taking you to the next level, developing players along with him, he's not going to do that. Okay.
He's not going to do that.
Oh, he's not a floor general.
He's not. He's not. He's a true two. He's going to score, put the ball in his hands, set some screens for him. He's a good complimentary player. He's not put him at the top of the key, direct traffic, make the right pass at the right time, or free throw line extended jumper. That's not him. That's not him. Unfortunately. We're gonna talk about those games a little later. We put them in our predictions to see who's gonna go play in Vegas. I think those games are gonna be really good games tonight. I like both those games in the NBA Cup. I really am. So of course I got to mention the Lakers. The Lakers right now are
atrocious.
Let's put it like this.
Atrocious.
This is beat the Lakers.
That's why I said the Lakers are atrocious.
So that tell you a lot right there.
This is what the Lakers need. If Jeannie Buss, if you watching, this is what you need to do. You and Rob need to get together. And you got to start moving some furniture. Flat out. Take that couch out the living room and put it in the den. Take the couch in the den, put that in the basement. Take the chairs and tables that you got in the basement, put them on the back porch. Take what you got on the back porch and put it out on the curb for the salvage people that come by. It's time for you to move some furniture. If it says you got to move LeBron. Because what you going to get, it's nothing left.
That's
move
the talk.
LeBron. And package Bronny with him and move LeBron. He say he want to go to Golden State, send him to Golden State. Go ahead. Okay, bye. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get the same problems the Lakers get. You think he gonna go there and he gonna flip a switch and he gonna turn back into the phenom that came out of high school? No, he's gonna be the same problem that he is with LA. So with that being said, Jeannie, Kirk Rambis, and my man, what's the name, general manager, get together and move some furniture. You need a 5, or if you're gonna keep him, if you're gonna keep LeBron, you need a defensive point guard and you need a 5. Go ahead and go get Dwight Howard. He's been begging to come back. You won a championship with him. Go get Dwight Howard. Hell, pick up the phone and call. What's his name? The one who bagged up Dwight Howard. I can't think of his name. JaVale McGee. Call him. As far as a defensive guard or defensive whatever, to package D'Lo, Vanderbilt, and you might have to give up Christie or somebody and go get a defensive point guard. Go bring Caldwell Pope back. No, or go bring Caruso back. Go bring somebody who knows the offense, knows the playbook, because you can't put it all on JJ Redick. He don't have no experience. Shouldn't have never got the job anyway. No. But okay, like you say, that's another topic for another day. We're going to talk about the here and now. You're either going to build around AD and ship LeBron, or you're going to keep LeBron and y'all going to still be toilet water. But you got to move some furniture.
They've been talking about moving LeBron. They was actually talking about sending him back to Cleveland.
The report I read, he said he want to go play with Steph. But if you go play with Steph,
he said that already. But the real report was they want to send him to Cleveland per the league, the back channels in the league, so he can finish where he started. That's what they're.
But then, if you're somebody like Mitchell, do you want that problem?
If I'm Cleveland, I don't want nothing to do with LeBron. I'm number one in the league. I'm right there. I'm not right there 1 and 2 with Boston. We on a roll right now. I don't want nothing to do.
All right, now he gonna do. Yeah, he gonna fill the seats. He gonna put more people in the seats, but you already got people in the seats now.
Yep. You got
then once everything go left, he gonna do y'all like he doing the Lakers now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I left for personal reasons. What? Personal reasons? He sound like Dennis Rodman on The Last Dance. I need a vacation.
Yep.
You need a vacation. Mike was out there by himself. You need a vacation. 2 nights later, he with WWE. But you just said you need a vacation.
Yep. And they had to go to Vegas to get him out the room.
They had to go Vegas and get him out the room. That's crazy.
$100 to the lady to open the door.
Right. I ain't gonna say what was in his room. I ain't gonna say what was in his bed. I told get him out of bed and get him back to Chicago.
They never quite said it, but they implied it was a whole lot of going on.
Absolutely. I mean, King, I would have liked to hang out with him for one night because this whole thing was, Dennis, I gotta sleep. He said you could sleep when you dead. You party all night. So I would have liked to hang with him. He would have loved me because I don't drink. So I would have been the one, hey, D, you just spent $20,000, man. I think it's time to go. I would have been the one who kept his money in his pocket. The ladies would have hated me. This guy, we got to get rid of him.
I'd have been like, what is the one guy who used to hang with Richard Pryor, the comedian Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney said, they would take those $100 bills, sniff that cocaine. I'll take that $100 bill and wash it and put it in my pocket. That'd be me. Because if they're in the place where the ladies wear a little less than and everything, and they throwing money, I'll be catching it out of the air.
Ooh. And your complaints to Kamau Williams, care of Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix.
You can't tell me you ain't gonna catch that $100 bill out the air. Ooh, there you go. That's Christmas money.
Please join me in singing "Why Can't We Be Friends?" Please, no one join in.
All right. Let's move into NHL news. Not very much good NHL news we got right now going on in our area. We got the Red Wings at 11, 14, and 4. They have 26 points over the last 2 games. They are 2 in the last 3 games. 6th place, 12 points behind the Leafs. They ain't nowhere near making the playoffs. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on them. We're just going to mention them.
Mr. Illich, if you're listening, Mr. Illich, same thing applies to you as it do with the Lakers. You got to move some furniture, man. You got look, I am a Steve. I am a Steve Yzerman fan. Steve, you got to go, man. You're just making it worse, Steve. Apply the same pressure that you did in Tampa Bay here. That's what kills me. How can you win a cup in Tampa Bay, but you can't win a cup here? And you played here, and you won more than 1 cup here. You gotta move some furniture, man. Mr. Illich, you gotta go, man. Because the more you keep holding on to it, the worse it's gonna get. Because when it's gonna be time to re-sign my man, Dylan Larkin, he gonna be like, man, I'm gone. Or he gonna turn into the what was my man's name? Zetterberg. He scraped them for every penny and voted it back to Russia.
I'm a diehard Red Wings fan. I'm pulling for them to do better. I'm gonna probably wear my Red Wings gear next week, just so we can try and jumpstart them again. I don't believe in them, but right now they're not doing very well, so I don't want to say anything bad. I'm because I love them.
Furniture, man. You got to move some furniture, Mr. Illich. You got to move some furniture.
Yeah,
if you gotta take it out of Little Caesar's account, move some furniture.
At the end of the day, it's the greatest. It's the definition of insanity. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect the same result. So some type of changes need to be made, of course. What I don't know, and I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, let's jump into women's sports. We got the game of the week that happened last week. We had Notre Dame going into UConn, one of the best ladies games out there in a long time. Hannah Hidalgo put 29, 10, and 8 on them. Her and Olivia Miles shut down UConn, 79-68. That game was like the game of the stars. All the UConn past players, all the Notre Dame past players sitting over there, Rike and company, and they sitting in the front row, and they blue and green, and the UConn players sitting up in the front, and they blue and white, It was a great thing to see. It was a great thing to see. Then Notre Dame put the smack on them. And coach was complimentary for UConn and Coach Ivy. Shout out to Coach Ivy and Notre Dame. She running a good program over there. I didn't quite get to see the whole game. I did see the beginning a little bit. I was actually in the building this week during that day, so I got to see just a little bit of the beginning. But that was a great game. I got to see the highlights, and Notre Dame shut them down. Did you get a chance to see any part of that, sir?
Nah, I didn't get a chance to see it. I didn't get a chance to see Mr. Gino Amarema. I didn't get a chance.
Okay. But it was a great game. That leads to some great questions like early championship favorites. We still got USC, Notre Dame, South Carolina, and UConn. USC, nobody's undefeated in that group anymore. Right now, money on the line. Who you got to win it?
I'm gonna go UConn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go UConn.
If they do it right, it will be a championship game of South Carolina and Notre Dame. If they do it right, you still got LSU. LSU gonna make some noise. They still good around there. And so if they do it right, that's what I would like to see. US, that would be a great Final Four right there. As a matter of fact, let me pin that. So let's see if that group come back as the Final Four. Let's see if I got any clairvoyancy in my brain today. Any clairvoyancy. Did I do something right with those 4 teams? We're also looking at early MVP candidates. We still got Juju, Paige, and Hannah. And there's a couple over at South Carolina that can go for it. Who would you think would come out of that group right now?
As far as what?
MVP. Player of the year.
Juju Watkins.
Yeah, Juju probably would win it out of this group right now, but after Thursday, Hannah got him. She got him on track. We gonna see. Did you see the dunk?
Yes, I saw the dunk.
Mr. Ashley Watkins stole the ball, went left, went up, boom, put it down, make sure she wasn't gonna get undercut. She dunked that like she'd been doing that all her life.
Absolutely.
Like she can do better than the layup line. Like she can do a reverse in the layup line. That's how she dunked that joke.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing to see. In the past, you had Lisa Leslie who dunked in the game and other players like that, but it didn't look as natural as when Ashlyn the other night dunked that joker off one leg. Wasn't that a one leg?
It was a one leg.
It's a one leg, yeah. So women's sports is on track. We often look down on women's sports, but when you got somebody dunking off the one leg, you got to give them that credit. It's a bunch of them out there doing it. She's doing it on the biggest stage. All right. Look at that. Did I miss any of the? Let me make a roll. Let me roll through this. Make sure I didn't miss any of the what? Oh yeah, look at this. We went through all the topics, and we pretty much on time. So what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. I got to go with this one first. Devondre Campbell, linebacker, San Francisco, Thursday night said, nope, I ain't going in the game. Nah. Go in and take so-and-so out. Nah.
Right.
Why not, man? Well, you can go in the locker room and change your clothes. All right. What's wrong with that, brother? What's wrong with that?
He's a prime example of there's no I in team. He's all about himself.
It's more to it. Of course, I don't know what it is. I haven't heard the story, but when stuff like that happens, there's always more to it. There's always a story behind it. Is the NFL people gonna bury the story, or the local media not gonna report it? Or will he talk about it and they try and downplay him, say he crazy? Are they going to, because that's what happened. CTE's gotten to him and what he's talking about. The true story, his side going to come out at some point. That's what I'm waiting for. But not going the game. Now, of course, San Francisco's going to find a way to get rid of him. They're going to put him on the pub list or some kind of list where he's unable to play.
Right.
And they're going to take his money from him. Nobody else in the league is going to touch you. That's the problem.
Right.
Maybe the Raiders. That's the only team who traditionally would pick up a guy like that, who said who sang NWA in the middle of the game. Forget the team.
Right.
That's my only problem. It may be issues, but you got to remember to stay professional.
Right.
At the end of the day, you can't cut your nose off to spite your face. You can't do that. For whatever the issue is, at the end of the day, you're gonna be wrong, even if you're right in your mind for not going to the game. You still got 51 other players on your team who looking to you to go out and give your best effort, no matter what.
Yeah.
You got teams in the league right now, 3 and whatever, 2 and whatever, still trying to win games. I know it's not what you used to. Y'all in the playoff, not in the playoff hunt. That losing this game against the Rams probably put y'all out of the playoff hunt. But you can't do that, man. You can't do that.
Right.
I don't know what happened, but I don't like how that all shook out. All right. Also, this really not stupid sports news, but this I don't know where else to put it. I couldn't really put it in college football. Bill Belichick, now the head coach at UNC. I could have put it in college football, but I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe you can help me. How this is going to really? I understand they the narrative behind it. Him going to UNC. This can be a pipeline. This can set the kids up for success. To play in the NFL. This is basically the minor leagues now. We need to start treating it as such. So, if this is going to work, what are your thoughts?
Well, he said, according to the interview, he said he always wanted to coach college, but he just got caught up with the pros. So, like I discussed with you before, if I'm a senior in high school, I'm not going there. I'll take the visit just to get out of Michigan. Sure, I'll take the visit down to Chapel Hill. I go see the house that Mike built, but I'm not. There's nothing they can say. There's nothing they can offer me, car, girl, nothing. I'm not coming there. I wouldn't even waste his time.
And here's why I agree with you. In the NFL, New England was considered the last stop. If you don't come here and do well, other teams is not going to pick you up. It was rare that another team was going to pick you up after going to New England.
Correct.
So for you to go there as a player, a high school player, with the intention of being ready for college, I don't see where that link is going to be connected.
Correct.
So that was my first thought. Okay, cool. Did he have success in the NFL? Can he have success in college? Yes, he could theoretically. But when you were known as the last stop shop in the NFL, and you're not going anywhere else, I'm looking at that. People talk. People know the history from Bill Belichick. Right. His coaching tree never went anywhere except for maybe one guy, the guy who coached at Tennessee for those years, who just left last year.
You got my man, Coach Patricia.
Matt Patricia and the GM went to Detroit and made a mockery of football.
Because they were allowed to. There's a difference when you hold to a certain standard. They couldn't, the stuff they pulled with us, they couldn't have pulled that in New England. Like if Bill Belichick would have stepped down and they would have promoted Matt Patricia, him and my man, no, that wouldn't have happened here. That wouldn't have happened there. But what's his name would have got rid of them so fast? No, that wouldn't happen. But see, when you're allowed, if you as a child, we're always taught right from wrong. But if nobody ever reinforced the wrong, What's gonna make you stop going into the penny candy store and just picking up candy and walking out and putting it in your pocket? Nobody never enforced it. So when Matt Patricia got here, it was, we're gonna do everything the New England way. No, you're not. Robert Kraft don't even do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So they got as quick as they got the job, as quick as they lost the job. Because once you lose the players in the locker room, it was over.
They should have. I knew when they first hired him. I said, "Oh Lord." Well, they didn't hire the Hamburglar. What would they do that for?
Yeah, that was his friend.
Yep.
If I come, I can pick the coach. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get Matt Patricia.
You get rid.
Everybody thought, well, maybe because New England still was winning. Tom had left. They still were winning though, but they wasn't winning like when Tom was there. Okay, yeah, let's try it. And he tried to instill the Patriot way here. You don't have the Patriots players, for one. Two, the players didn't believe in the philosophy and this. Can you imagine if Matt Patricia was the coach right now and you had all what you got now, Gibbs and all them? You know what I mean? People be trying to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree 100%.
He got rid of Slay. He got rid of who else he got rid of? He got rid of Slay. A couple of other players walked.
Yep.
Dude ain't no coach.
Just
like the coach you got now. He ain't no coach. So
he better than the Hamburglar. Better than the Hamburglar. Yeah, but we're gonna jump really quickly as we come down to the close of the show into predictions. The Indiana Notre Dame game will be the 20th. That's gonna be our first stop right there. Let's see here. Okay, Steven. So are we admitting Dan Campbell's a great coach? No. I admit that he has them on track.
He's a motivational speaker. I give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you that all day long. Yeah, he's good motivator. Because what he's saying is, you got to figure. The only person that's over there that's really older than him would be Decker. Taylor Decker. Most of the cats is under him. What he's feeding, they're listening to and they buying into it. Once you get your players to buy into it, it's kind of easier to go through it. But eventually, all that talking go in too. No, he's not a good coach. Hell, no.
Not a good coach. All right, Indiana Notre Dame in the playoff. Who you got?
Oh, he jumping right there. I'm gonna go with the Irish. Well, Notre Dame.
You want Notre
Dame? Give me so that's probably be cold too. Give me 24-21.
24-21. I'm gonna go Indiana. Go IU. I'm gonna go IU. I'm gonna go 31-21. I'm sorry. After last week, you were 79-52. I'm 82-49. After last week's predictions, let's see here. Heisman. I think I already alluded to. I think you already said who you gonna win it. So you're gonna go with
T. Hunter.
You going with Hunter?
Yeah.
I'm going with Hunter. I'm going with Hunter too. Genty should win it. Genty was much more integral to his team, but Hunter's gonna win it. You know, you can't deny him that. They doing the press junket was way too strong right now. So it's he is right now. It's he is. All right, we're gonna jump into the games tonight. Basketball, Bucks versus Hawks. Who you got?
Give me the Bucks.
All right. All right, and I like the Hawks. I'm going with the Hawks. Thunder Rockets.
Give me the OKC. Give me Shea Alexander.
I'm going with Thunder too. I like the Thunder in this game. All right, back to the football side. We got an all NFL edition, except for the one college game. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, the battle for the state of Pennsylvania.
Give me Philly. 21-17.
Even though the game is in Philly, I like Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh in this game.
Okay.
It's gonna be real close. It's gonna be real close. It's gonna be, when I say close, I'm talking 17-14.
Okay.
Pittsburgh. Washington, New Orleans.
Give me Jay Daniels. Give me Washington. Washington 17-10.
I like New Orleans because it's in New Orleans. Because it's in New Orleans. If they were in Washington, I would go with Washington. I'm going New Orleans. I'm going 21-17. Green Bay, Seattle. In Seattle.
Give me Green Bay. Green Bay 24-10.
My better judgment, say I got to go with the 12th man. I like Seattle on this one. I like Seattle. Green Bay, not, it's going to be close again. It's going to be another close one. 21-20. Miami and Houston.
Give me Houston. 23-17.
I'm agree with you on that one. I like Houston on this one too. I like a little bit more scoring. I like 28-17. Indianapolis and Denver in the my hot city.
Give me Denver 21-13.
I made jokes about Denver early in the year. I was calling the coach. The coach from the Water Boy said he lost his playbook. He found something around it. They doing something right. They're doing something right. The quarterback, the rookie quarterback, he's playing well. I like Denver in this one as well. Say again?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is playing well. The oldest rookie quarterback probably in the history. Quarterbacks. I like 25-21. Denver. Chicago, Minnesota. In Minnesota.
Minnesota 24-10.
24-10. Once again, Sko. Minnesota. I like a little bit more scoring than this one. I like 35-17. And last but not least, the game of the week. Buffalo and Detroit. 425 game. Wearing the black uniforms. Buffalo coming off the loss last week. Detroit coming off the close win.
Give me Buffalo 45-38.
Okay. This game scares me like it's Halloween. And Jason Voorhees is walking down the street. You know he don't run. He don't run nowhere. He's still catching. This game scared me. Ooh, this game. But I'm gonna still go with Detroit. I'm still go with Detroit. Skinny Kenny was happening, man. He said Detroit. Stephen Harris says Mike Tomlin's the difference. I agree with you. Let's see. I'm going with Detroit. I'm gonna go. Ooh. I think they're gonna have a breakout game. Even though it scares me. I think Detroit gonna have a breakout game.
Excuse me.
Ooh. 38-17. 38-17. I think they're gonna have a breakout game. I think I'm gonna stick with what I say, even though Buffalo scares me. Buffalo, yeah, they for some reason they play well in them white uniforms. I don't know what it is. If Detroit was to go today white and make Buffalo play in the blue uniforms, Buffalo don't play well in the blue uniforms. At least lately. All right. Thank you once again, sir, for another great show. We will be back next Saturday, December 21st, same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget, throughout the week, we got Love and Stuff, Tuesday nights at 8:30 Eastern. Dr. V, Good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edna, her show has been changed a little bit. Some days you can hold on Tuesday, sometimes on Wednesday. I'm going to reach out to her and make sure we get a good solid time for this weekend. I'm going to do my best to post it. And we still got to talk Brother Williams back. Loving scriptures, loving music, loving history. That man is a very smart gentleman, and he gets in there and he has a great delivery on how he gives you the style of what he speaks. And I still I'm having a good memory of the two of them, Dr. V and Reverend Williams, on Thanksgiving for that hour together. That was a great hour. All right, everybody, we will be back. Thank you once again. And don't forget, you might need a little bit because the weather keep changing. Hit see, let me, woo! That'll wake you up in the morning. I got a little bit on my lip. Maybe a quick flashback with my grandma. I'm gonna put it on my lip. All right, everybody. Have a great week. We shall see you all next time. Thank you again, sir.